Alright guys, so the envelope distort, let me just erase this one here, doesn't always work so well, especially if you're working with organic shapes. So I'll just go through that again. Make with top object. Doesn't always work great. So I've got another cool thing you can try. Now I want to go back a couple steps and maybe show you guys or the beginners out there a better way. Like I said, with the slice and dice tool, we're actually going to take this and we're going to take this. I'm going to option drag or copy paste, edit, copy, edit, paste. Now I'm going to cut this shape out of the bottom shape. Okay, so check this out. Let's go back to swatches and let's go to make this green and make this one red. And again, I'm just changing the colors for demonstration purposes. Let's just make this one another color. All right, so we've got our three shapes there. So I'm going to define the inside paths, but what I'm going to do first is I'm going to cut this shape out. So these two shapes together, we're going to go to the Shape Builder tool. What a great tool, by the way. It's kind of like Pathfinder on steroids, but basically you're going to click on that and then click on the unwanted object. What that does is that creates one unified shape. So you can see how that shows through now. Okay, so that's a cool effect. I'm going to just move this down a touch. So let's select, now we just have two shapes. Okay, two shapes. Now this is something I use a lot in Illustrator. Object, path, offset path. Okay. Usually go to round. I'm going to do a negative with my preview on. And let's go to, you can be in points or millimeters, but let's just stay in inches for now. See what that gives us. I'll go a little bit less, 0.5, and see what that does. Okay, so you can see how that shape is inset now. Okay, and it makes a duplicate as well. So again, I've created a duplicate here, but just to show you the difference, let's just make that black, and that creates an inside shape. Okay, so again, that's under object, path, offset path. Okay, really cool thing. Advanced, but every beginner should be using that. Okay, so we've created an offset inset path. Now I can slice and dice again. So let's go back to that knife tool. And let's just, I'm going to zoom out a bit here. Go back to the, hold command and drag makes your selection tool active. Okay, so now I'm just going to define these shapes. And actually what I should have done, let's go back one step. Let's cut the shapes and then do insets. Okay, so that there's separations between the two. Okay, so I'm going to cut. Cut. And just have your hand on the undo button if this doesn't work for you. Let's just go like that, and select the bottom portion. And let's do that, And we'll split that one up. So now you're dealing with, let's cut that one up too, because that one will give us some issues later on. So select, remember you do have to have the object selected for that cut tool to work, or the knife tool, sorry. And you can always customize these later on, but you get the idea here. I'm going to take these, and now I'm going to try that offset path again and see what happens. Okay. So let's go into preview, and yeah, sorry about that, guys. Bring that over, and now you can see what that does. And that is a really cool effect because you guys can see where that type's going to go. All right, so that's going to wrap up this section, and on to the next.